Miss Jessie Woo. When she walk in, her presence is felt. They asked the question, if a tree falls in the forest and nobody's there to see it, does it still make a noise?
In my case, it does.
It does make a noise. Jessie Woo is here.
Hey!
What up, Jessie? How you doing?
I'm good.
I'm used to seeing you on TV and stuff. You know.
But I'm good. We're
You
good.
You good?
We're good, yeah.
You have a great story. Tracy, we were talking a couple of weeks ago when your name came up, and we were like, "Sure, we had Jessie Woo up on the show." Tracy immediately was like, "Yes,
absolutely, yes," because this gal, she's like a human kaleidoscope, meaning that she's very multifaceted.
Yeah.
She's funny as hell, comedian, and I know a lot of people try to say that women can't be funny, but this girl has been making me laugh for years on the gram.
Thank you.
But she's also a broadcast journalist, so she
That's
can do
right.
TV in different ways.
So read my resume.
Reality TV star, but throwing no drinks at anybody, still keeping it cute and classy.
That's right.
And she can actually sing.
Hello.
She can sing.
Me. Hello.
What?
Good morning, Sway. Yeah, that's right.
Damn, Jessie Woo came in it. Her backpack game is ridiculous.
Oh, let's see it.
My backpack?
Yeah, lift that backpack
Sway
up.
would be mad that you have it on the floor right now.
Yeah, don't put that on the
They don't
floor.
want you to put it on the floor.
Don't put that on
It's
the floor.
a little Louis Vuitton, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yes, man, that
A little
backpack
Louis
game is
Vuitton,
ridiculous. You let me see. You had given me this?
I mean, listen, I'm not there yet.
Okay.
I'm just one EP in.
Just one EP.
The budget's not there yet. We'll go get l'argent. Let me get cob. I'll come back and I'll give you your own. Okay?
Yes.
All
Translation, when she gets more bread, then she'll come back with another one for you.
Thank you,
Correct.
Tracy.
Yeah.
Tracy, thank you for the translation right there. But you went to, where did you go to school?
I went to Florida International University. I have my bachelor's in journalism and political science. So I didn't know whether I wanted to be a lawyer or a political influencer or, somebody that went and became a mayor, something like that. I just knew that I wanted to either do that, go into law, or be a journalist. Haitians, they want you to be a lawyer, avocat, doctor. They want that.
Yeah.
But for me, I always knew I wanted to be on TV. So I think I kind of just did that so my mom could be like, my daughter, she's in school, she's going to be a lawyer, avocat, she's going to make plenty money. But in the back of my head, I always knew I wanted to be in television. So that's why I got my journalism degree. Then I went on and got my master's because in Florida, it was just hard to make it in journalism. It's very Hispanic focused.
Yeah.
It's very, if you're Hispanic or if you speak Spanish, it's easier for you to do it. But for me, all I got is de colores, arroz con pollo. That's all I got. You know what I mean? I ain't really had that much.
Chicken and rice.
Chicken and rice. Hey, I'm going to give you the basics.
Come on,
Okay? I'm going to give you the basics. And so a lot of my friends who did have degrees, they would go to random cities. You go to like Timbuktu somewhere, you build up your resume, then you can come with hopes of coming to a big city.
Yeah.
I wasn't finna do that. So I was like, let me get my master's. And then even after my master's, I still couldn't get a job. So I was like, okay, let's either go to LA or New York.
And you chose.
Look at how you just leaning into my bag.
Oh, my bad.
Wow, Callaway.
No respect, Sway.
I'm like, yeah, so tell me more.
But I was either going to go to Los Angeles or New York. Los Angeles was because 3 years ago, I was a Wild 'N Out girl on MTV.
Wildin' Out, yeah. Nick Cannon.
Right.
Yes.
And so we filmed out in LA and I was like, oh, I really want to be out. This is where all the stars be. This is where the stars. But it's like $10 a day to eat and breathe in LA. So I was like, okay, I can't afford that. Let me go to New York. And I had family here. So I came here. It was hard. It was tough. I moved to Flatbush. Shout out to Flatbush. Flatbush, Brooklyn is like its own country. Its own culture.
That's like our little Haiti.
It's
New
like
York.
little Haiti, right? Miami, you got little Haiti. In New York, you got Flatbush. You know, and it was hard for me. Like It took me a while to find a job. When I finally did find a job, I was able to get my own apartment. But right when I got my apartment, I lost my job.
What was the job?
Right.
So I was an administrative assistant. So let me tell you about these people. So I go in to look for a job at a job placement firm. And they looked at my resume and they liked my personality. They're like, you know what? We love your resume. You have a lot of administrative experience. We'd like to put you as a recruiter for communications. So I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the salary, 60,000, you know, 70,000.
Balling.
But they were like, but first, can we have you be a receptionist first for 90 days and then we'll move you over? Now, you listen, I was on EBT cards. It was hard. Mama needed a job. So I was like, okay, let me do it. 90 days came up. I was like, okay, Susan, where is my promotion? And all of a sudden it was, you know, we don't really think you fit the culture. You know, it was predominantly a white office.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I was the only black girl. And
did they say send you back? Send you back? They start
okay,
chanting that?
right. Exactly. Yeah. But, you know, it's so funny because every day I would go into that job and I'd be like, God, I hate this job. God, I don't want to be here. I would cry. I would take acting classes and I'm like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. God, I don't want to do this. Then when they fired me, I was like, God, I wanted to quit. I didn't want to get fired. I wanted to quit. so I mean, out of that came, like, I went to depression. And that's where the jokes came from online. So literally that was me in between looking for jobs. That was me, like, just taking my frustrations out online. And I ended up at BET just being at a meeting for a sketch comedy show. I didn't know that my future boss was there, Tanya Hoffler. And she was looking for someone to be on BET Breaks, which was an entertainment, a quick segment of entertainment news that's broadcasted on the various BET network channels. And I remember her asking me, she's like, you know, I'm looking for someone who can write. I can write. I'm looking for someone who can read teleprompter. I can read teleprompter. I can write what you need. I can do it. I got a journalism career. What you need. And literally, like, I went in there and I just hit it out the ballpark. And, you know, so I still kept doing my comedy. But a lot of people didn't know that I could sing. So, you know, now I have the EP and...
Wow, here she is, Jessie Woo, moves up a cancer.
Props to you for just your hustle spirit.
Yeah.
You know, because there's a fine line between being super thirsty where it's like pesty a little bit and just that genuine hustle and just like, I know I'm talented, I know I'm gifted, and I'm just gonna keep going for it. I salute you, sis, for that.
Thanks.
Because I can feel the energy and how genuine it was. And a lot of people, to your point, it's easy to get down and depressed in this game because it just keep kicking you, you know, and it's a lot to get back up.
Too hard, huh?
I mean,
it's a lot.
Just even sitting here is just emotional for me because I know, like, 2 summers ago where I was, you know, and it's just, it's important to be here. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me.
You earned it, though.
Thank you.
Are you gonna give the bag back, or are you just like?
Okay,
My bad. I was up like, if she's gonna cry, I'm gonna take the bag. I'm like, all right, cool. My bad. Moves of a cancer. You a Cancer?
I'm a Cancer. July 6th. 50 Cent is my twin. Yeah, 50 Cent's my twin. I think Kevin Hart is my twin. I think Tia and Tamara, the twins, are my twins too.
You got
He's
someone
a
else
Cancer.
too.
You're a Cancer too? Oh, I know you petty. We petty.
We petty. And you can't even see my petty.
I'm telling you, it just.
I'm advanced petty. You don't even
know.
know.
Intermediate.
What?
Well, you know, I'm Haitian, so my Haitian petty is like, it got like ippies, got the pickles in there. It's got a whole lot of seasoning in my petty.
Okay.
Like.
Yeah, my petty ain't got no seasoning. Just slap you. It's like cold water.
Bland petty.
Yeah.
Damn, no flavor.
No flavor in my petty. So doing Love and Hip Hop, that was an opportunity, right? You saw it as, were you concerned about the pettiness that goes on in Love and Hip Hop? Is it real petty? Is it virtual petty?
How do I say this without being petty? You know, Love and Hip Hop, I saw it as an opportunity. Okay. There were a lot of things that I was told would happen, and it just didn't unfold that way. But I think it's just like, you know how we all have that job or that relationship that we just kind of, wish would just go away, and you just don't want to talk about it no more. Like that's just how it just was for me. But it was a good platform as far as, you know, I discussed a lot of things. People don't even realize it, but you know, you saw my mother on there, who's an evangelist. She was preaching. You never seen that on that show before, you know, and you saw me lead worship. Never seen that on that show before. I talked about, you know, being sexually abused, you know, and you know, sometimes I wish I didn't open up so much, because people who do follow me online know I'm an open book. Yeah. But when you do television, you don't have the leeway to make sure that your story is told accurately. Yeah. You know, for instance, one thing that just really bothered me about the show was when I spoke about being sexually abused, a lot of that conversation was edited out. And I made sure to be clear, you know, these were people that I was working with for a while in the music industry. I always wanted to sing. I grew up singing in the church. Yeah. My mom is a singer. My dad is a singer. My mom is a choir director. She's an evangelist. My dad is a preacher. And, you know, but for them, it was always, you know, you sing for God. You don't sing for the world. You know, like that's like the Haitian thing. And everything that God gives you, it's for the church, not for the world. But I was trying to be in the world, okay? I was trying to get my, you know what I'm saying, my Faith Evans on. Okay, you know what I mean?
Okay,
my Brandy.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Your Erica?
You know what I mean? Okay. All that. And so without guidance, I was just a young girl in Miami trying to see how to make this happen. And it's a very male-led industry. And, you know, what happened to me was I was working with people for a while, and I was told to go somewhere under the pretense that I was going there to celebrate someone's birthday. Okay. And someone that was very, very well known in the industry. Okay. So when I get there, that's not what it was. And I made sure to say that. And as I was watching the show, I didn't see, you know, that those parts were cut out. And so that made me really upset. So when we got to reunion, I said it again, and it was cut out again. Yeah. Wow. And for me, it's just when you're gonna, you have to be careful who you let tell your story. And something like that, where it's very important, because you have the Me Too movement. You know, you have Tarana Burke was on there.
I saw that. Yeah.
You have to be accurate with those things, because it wasn't how it just was edited. It was just like I just went into a random room and did it. No. You know what I mean? And now when you look at the media, so many people are coming forward. What happened with me at that point was I didn't even plan on talking about that. Yeah. But the people who were responsible for what happened to me, they were coming up in the media. A lot of other singers were saying this happened to me, and I was so shocked. I was shocked for days, you know, and and then I'm filming. And so you got all this stuff going on, and then I just break down. Trina, you know, I had this conversation with Trina. Trina wasn't prepared for that. You know, she's looking at me like, wow, like, I you know, but she even told me she's had a lot of friends who've been in that position in this industry. So, you know, while it was a great opportunity, I definitely can't deny that it put more eyes on me. I really wish that stories would get told with integrity, and we don't have to look stupid or ghetto, or, you know, we don't have to look a certain way to tell the Black woman's story, you know, and but I thank you. I thank the network. I thank everybody. And now I have Moods of a Cancer, which is a big deal for me, because I quit singing because of what I went through. I quit that. And literally, you know, Shaft, who owns the label that I'm on, I met him back in 2017, and he was trying to get me to sing. And I was like, and something came over me this January, and I was like, you know what, God, I'm going to try this one last time. Let me try it one last time. And I didn't plan on doing an EP. But it's just, Shaft was like, let's go to the studio. Let's see what you do. I go in there, I write, and just music came out, and it sounded good. And I was like, I want to keep doing it. And then now we have Moods of a Cancer. So for me, it's like, it's not just about me having an EP. It's not just about people knowing that I could sing. It's about the fact that everything that told me I wasn't going to be here, it didn't stop me.
Yeah,
I still did it.
You still did it, and you're still doing it.
Yeah.
Did it and doing it, and got more to do.
Yeah.
And I appreciate your honesty, too. I actually saw that episode, you know, and it's hard for TV to really handle those kind of emotions because of format and all of those different things. But I think your transparency, you realize it or not, helped a lot of women who went through the same thing, you know.
Yeah, I think at the time I just was so emotional about it because, you know, it's like that's really what happened to me.
Yeah.
And it's a heavy load, and, you know, sexual abuse and, you know, all that stuff. It's sometimes I feel like people are aware for hashtags.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people don't really care. Like so many of us women are carrying that burden, and I didn't realize the impact that episode made until I would go out in public. Like I just did Essence, and I hosted Center Stage at Essence, which is bananas.
Yeah.
I never thought I would be hosting Essence so early on. And a lot of girls in New Orleans came up to me crying like, oh, I saw you and I had to come see you here. You talked about this happened to me. And my God, like I'm happy that I was able to be used despite, you know, everything else. I was able to be used as a vessel, you know, to say, hey, like you're not alone and we're still out here. We're still going to do it. If it's you want to sing, sing. If you want to go to school, go to school. Don't let anything or anybody stop you from doing what God has destined for you to do.
Jessie Woo, that was your reason for doing Love and Hip Hop.
That's it.
There it is. Okay, and you still
That's it.
elevating.
Yeah.
We got Mike Muse and Tracy G here. Mike, you want to go real quick?
Yeah, I have a question for Jessie. One, I love your story, and I love how transparent you are and how emotional and vulnerable you are. I kind of want to stick with that theme because you having a graduate degree, I'm curious, we don't look at those type of reality shows like Love and Hip Hop and basketball for integrity.
Right.
We look at them for the ratchet, and we always say guilty pleasure. So I'm expecting ratchet when I tune in. So then how did you reconcile with your family? Because even for me, I have an engineering degree. I know my family discredited me once I got into media because it wasn't something that I was trained or celebrated to do. So how did you reconcile with your family and with your friends?
I think that's something I'm still doing, you know, even with the EP. You know, my mom's an evangelist, and when you listen to the EP, the first
skit is about your vagina. Yeah. It's about your vagina.
And my mom is like, Jessica, please, it's fun. Vous toujours parler des zozo.
But the first skit is about your vagina.
She did not listen to it past that. I don't even think my mom has listened to my EP.
So she didn't hear the no wig skit either?
She didn't hear none of that.
Okay.
You know, she hasn't even her Vacation, which is it's a song that has compa, EDM, R&B, and I'm speaking Creole in it. But because of the fact that I'm not doing things exactly how my family, you know, how my mom would see me do it, I'm still reconciling with that. But I think that part of reconciling is self-reconciliation too. Because it's like, I want to be happy. I want to be happy. And although, you know, my mom or some of my aunts, you know, they're in church all the time and they think that medical school or being a lawyer is the only way to success, my self-reconciliation is the fact that I'm happy. I get to wake up every day and do what I want to do. Yeah. I get to come here to Sway in the morning. You know what I mean? Like, I get to go in the studio and record. There's so many people singing my songs now, like that. If that's not reconciliation, I don't know what is, you know. And they'll come around. My mom will come around when I'm getting my Grammy. She'll be right there, and she, you know, exactly.
Just buy her a house.
Listen, you know, that's all they want to. You know, when I buy my mama a house, you know, my daughter buy me a house now. You know, when I do that, she gonna be all good. So
she'll be doing the skit too.
Exactly.
Zozo appointment.
Oh my gosh! And I always tell my mom, Mom, you ain't never had a Zozo appointment? She's like, you can't be asking me stuff like that. How did Jesus come into the world?
Wow. She's
literally,
a second Mary.
I'm telling you, like, you know, Haitian moms, they don't talk about sex. You cannot talk about sex.
You can't ask your mom,
no,
like, Mom,
That's
what is
so
this?
funny. I gave my mom a heads up the other day. She's coming back from Florida, and I said, I want to have a conversation about the men you've been with before my father.
Oh.
She don't want to talk
I
about
want to
that?
know.
What the hell for?
No.
Because I want to know my mom outside of being a mom and being a wife. Like, I need the
I'm
three.
telling you.
You know what I mean?
And with Caribbean, I don't know if it's a Caribbean thing. I don't know. Maybe African Americans are different. But Caribbean moms, it's like they want you to see them one way.
Yeah.
They don't want you to know how they live their lives as teenagers.
Right.
They don't want you to know that they had Zozo appointments, Zozo here, Zozo everywhere. They don't want you to know that. They want you to know I'm a wife, I'm in church, I'm a nurse. That's all you need to know. and I'm trying to have that relationship with her. So it's constant building.
I'll let you know how it goes with
Let
me.
me know.
I'll share tips with you.
Let me know.
But you know
Please
what?
Share.
Since you're such a loud and proud Haitian, and you were talking about before how it's important to really have a firm grip on your narrative so that when it is portrayed to the world, it's as accurate as possible. And I feel like that's the case when it comes to Haitian pride. And a lot of our history has been twisted in the way that it came to the States. Can you give us a little one-on-one on why Haitians are so prideful? Talk about our history, sister.
You know, I think that
Break it
Shut
down.
up, slave him. Like, what the hell?
1804, baby.
Negro spirit.
Lyrical, spiritual right there. Way to the water.
You know, but Haitians was waiting in the water now.
You
We
know.
was waiting in the water, and that's why 1804 we did what we had to do.
Okay.
But I don't know. I feel like just American media, I think Caucasian media just doesn't want you to know all the great things that Haitians have done, not only in Haiti, but there is no American history without Haitian history. You know, when you go to Louisiana, like Haitian blood is crying out from the streets. You know what I mean? Chicago was founded by a Haitian. You know, Haitians have donated their service in the military to the Civil Wars, not Civil Wars, the World Wars. You know, I mean, we've done so many things. We led so many rebellions, you know, and for some reason we always get the end of the stick. We get the scraps. And I think that it has a lot to do with just media, the way we're portrayed. You know, I had somebody the other day ask me, do I eat dirt cookies? Oh, you're Haitian, do you eat dirt cookies too? And it's like, what the fuck is a dirt cookie? You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, oh, you know, they've seen commercials or things that went viral, just bad things portrayed. And I think that it's so many things to blame it on, but also, you know, now that we're in a time where we can control the narrative even more, and a lot of kids or even adults, they always come to me, they're like, oh my God, you're always talking about being Haitian. I love that, and I wish all of us would be like that. I wish all Haitians wouldn't wait till there's an earthquake to be like, I'm Haitian. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, say it all the time. Say it in your songs. Put it in your lyrics. Put it in the television screen. You know, put it in sitcoms. Put it in comedy. Everything that I do, I always take it from a stance that I'm Haitian. And, you know, even with vacation, we're going to go shoot we're going to shoot the video in Haiti 2 days from now. Because I want people to see Haitian culture. I want you to see, like, the people are beautiful. First of all, hello.
Okay.
We're beautiful.
Jessie
Okay,
Woo,
the women
Tracy
are beautiful.
G.
Okay. The men are gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? The food is the bomb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the culture is rich. It's such rich culture. And I want all the pro-blacks, you know, reach back out to us. Come to Haiti.
Yeah.
Come vacation in Haiti. Come see what the blacks are doing.
Yeah, because they're killing y'all in DR.
They are. And that's another thing.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the same
it's right
island.
But that's not it. Just
Crazy.
it. They're not just killing you in DR with the liquor, but Haitians been getting killed in the DR. And so when I see all the liquor things, I'm like, dang, wait till they find out what's going on with Haitians and how Haitians can't shop at the market till the last hour of the day when all the good produce is gone. You know, wait till they find out about the peasant villages that they have Haitians in. You know, we're literally one people.
On the same
we're
island.
one people.
Yeah.
The revolution, even though it wasn't televised, it was broadcasted from the Dominican Republic, modern day Dominican Republic, which tells you that Haitians and Dominicans are one people. It's just some of y'all learn Spanish, some of y'all learn Creole, some of y'all got French, but it's literally we're all the same people. Why is there such a big divide? So I think between that and then, you know, just mainstream media, and then Haitians just really not organizing ourselves too, because then we have to take responsibility too. We got to be more organized. We gotta show the world what we want the world to see. You know what I'm saying? But I think there's a change happening. There's a shift happening. You see all the resorts that are being built. You know, like I said, I'm gonna go shoot my video there. I'm gonna have my sister retreat there too. Like, I'm gonna do my part to make sure that people know that Haiti is the Wakanda of the Caribbean.
The Wakanda. Jessie Woo. Give out your social, Jessie. And people you want to reach her directly, you can at
The Jessie Woo at all social media platforms.
Now, I wanted to get into a couple of the songs, but we ran out of time because no, but we're gonna play something. Don't worry. We're gonna play something. Cause you got, I went through the EP and I even like the way are you the solo writer or you?
So I wrote most of the songs, and 2 of the songs I co-wrote.
Which ones?
Vacation, Grammy Award winner, producer, Swanko, Shaft actually A&R'd the project. He A&R'd the song too. It was his idea to have the compa breakdown in it. I have a song on there called Unattainable.
That's a good song.
A friend of mine from high school back in Miami who we've always kept in contact with. He wrote it with me. His name is King. And then the rest I wrote. And,
Pick Up the Phone. You wrote that one too?
I wrote that song. I love Pick Up the Phone.
Yeah, because that's the song where you talk about because the guy ain't picking up the phone.
He ain't picking up the phone.
So you go to his house.
That's right.
I mean, damn.
you know what? Hey, you know what?
I saw that. I heard that lyric, and I was like, "What you promoting?"
You know what I'm coming here for? Give me that Zozo. We was talking about that earlier. Where's that Zozo you promised me? Pick up the phone. That's what I'm here for. Period. Pick up the phone.
Have you ever done that though?
Yes, I have. I'm Haitian.
Yeah, she didn't even let you finish the question.
I'm Caribbean. I'm Haitian. I'm a Cancer. I'm short. Okay, short women. We don't play that.
Short.
Oh wow, I'm learning a lot about myself through you.
Okay, so
Coming from a real place, right?
Okay.
get a beat ready, Reese. Trap phone. Mike Muse, I thought you would like.
Trap phone.
Mike Muse love anything slightly ratchet.
Yes.
I do. Okay,
Yes.
I do.
That's my love.
Serena knows.
Okay, so how the chorus go on Trap Phone, and did you write
One
this?
leg up, junk his butt, ass, jumping like a trap phone. I feel like trap phone is like so ratchet. It's so Florida. I'm from Florida, so I feel like that's like my little T-Pain song.
Okay.
It's like,
That's
you've
great.
been working all week. It's time to get, ass jumping like a trap phone. We all had a boyfriend that had a trap phone. Did we? Okay,
No.
okay, well,
You're right.
I had.
You had a boyfriend
So
and a trap
that's
phone.
where that song came from.
That's what I got from even Make It Last, which I don't know if that's even possible. Make It Last. Can you make love last forever? Obviously, you haven't been able to do that. Right?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Praise God.
Okay.
I don't know what God has in store for my love life. It's kind of dry.
It's dry right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like dry
Well, maybe
than
after this
hair.
interview, you might get a.
I don't know.
few
Hit me
suitors.
up. Fill me up.
Okay.
Hit me up. The first song on the track, though, is the first song I wrote going into this, not even knowing I was going to have an EP.
Fill Me Up.
Fill Me
Okay,
Up
yeah.
was the first song I wrote. And
Is that a double entendre? Fill Me Up? What does
I
that
know a lot of people, because they know I love God, they were like, "Oh, this is a gospel song.
Like,
fill me up." Right.
Yeah.
It's like they listen to it. It's like, this is a different type of gospel.
mean? Yeah, fill
But,
my cup, not filling your cup.
You okay?
Okay.
But I think that song is just about the fact that, it's been a while since I have been filled up, and you could think about it, love, sexually, like it's been like a year and a half for me. So literally,
With this since what?
everything, a date,
Jesus, dick, all that.
all that, a date, child. It's just all that, and I don't know what's going on. But
You haven't been physical, intimately physical.
No, I've tried though, but that's another interview for another day.
Happened?
It's just, I don't know. I be trying to make my little Zozo appointments. I don't be, you know what? I think I come on too strong to men. I think that's something I realized recently. I come on too strong.
Maybe it's the wrong men you're coming on to.
Right.
Maybe. Because
Yeah.
I come on to nice, decent men. I come on to like bank tellers. You know what I'm saying?
You are hilarious.
Okay,
Financial advisor.
Jessie Woo, my new favorite right here, boy. Yo, Reese, throw a beat on. This DJ Reese out of Washington,
Bank
D.C.
tellers.
Man, I
That
was
shit
hoping,
funny.
man, you know what we do on this show, right?
What do we do?
We like to get people to do something with it, though. You think you can sing? Oh, damn, just like that.
No. It's been a while. I'm tired of the games. Come for a while, so we can make a play. Come through, see me, so you can feel me. Ooh, you know what I'm trying to do. Hey, come on over and give me some of that Zozo. Hey, come on over. And give me some of that Zozo. Ooh, come on over. Ooh, and give me some of that Zozo. Ooh, come on over. And give give me some of that Zozo. All right, y'all.
Jessie Woo.
I'm playing New York City tonight.
Tell them what show you on. Tell them what show you on. Tell them what show you on.
Moves of the Cancer EP now.
Okay.
On every streaming platform.
There it is.
iTunes, Spotify.
And what show is this?
Oh, Sway in the Morning.
There it is. You just made a new drop right there.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we'll do the edits. You'll be fine. It'll be a hit.
Hey, I wasn't prepared for that, but I hope I did my thing.
No, you was
You
good.
sound awesome.
Yes.
And really great to have you on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Get to know the person
Thank
behind
you.
the screen,
Thanks
okay?
for having me.
And you are even more amazing than I thought you were.
Thank you.
Okay, continued
Thank you.
success. Moods of a Cancer is out now. Great songs, fun to listen to, well put together. Jessie Woo, you keep shining.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay?
Yes.
And you guys make sure you follow her. Give your social one more time.
Oh, the Jessie Woo on all social media platforms.
Tell them how to spell Jessie.
Oh, JESSIEWOO.